it there. But I'll tell you the truth, I know Elon Musk and his people are part of it, okay? It only takes a day for him to be gone. I'll just tell you that. I'm not going to do anything, but God will. And God's been doing it to him. His power is ebbing. Yeah, he's got a bigger life than mine, but, he's a devil. All right. So I know Elon Musk's part of it. I know Thiel's part of it. I know all the billionaires are part of it. That's fine. They'll go to hell. That's their future. There's nothing else. No, you didn't steal that thing out of my apartment because I said something. And you put the number 84 on the bill for my apartment here because I'm being overcharged to stay a couple days. Right. Because you want to put that torture into that number. Right. No, nothing happened in 1984 except the way I explained it. Right. In fact, I was a victim of that community. And there may have been a pedophile there that paid people to do this to me. Maybe they paid missing exploited children. Because that's how it works. That's how the Gigolo Beach case went down. That's how the Melbourne, Florida case almost went down. Of course, the cops weren't charged for trying to cover up pedophilia. The same way that the Weinstein psychological operators weren't charged. What does that tell me? That you're devils and you're the Antichrist and you're the beast and everybody with you is going to hell with you. That's what it tells me. Okay, so I got to tell you, not every cop is in on it. Because like I said, there were about 5 cops that could have gave me a ticket. They didn't give me a ticket. In fact, they accelerated forward and then stopped. They're looking for all of you. But I understand my neighbors. Some of them received tickets. Right. It got so bad for them, they swore off. Now they're back. Because somebody upped the ante. Right. Oh, they're paying cash money for terroristic activity. I got my wireless thing back now. Not the wireless thing I stole, but I have another kit. That don't last that long though. I think they're funny. They'll go to hell, man. They can always look forward, no matter how good a life they have, they can always look forward to going to hell. I'm not going to hell, all of you. I'm the greatest spiritual person that's ever existed on this planet. I did more work than Jesus Christ. There's no doubt. The CIA even knows I did. Right? The director of the FBI needs to clean up his agency or go to hell. I mean, it's just the way life really is, I mean, obviously he benefited from my information. I never received any money for truth existing. Right. I extended a couple of days. They charged me like $40 a day. That's bullshit, right? But it came out to 84. I imagine they are insinuating something happened when I was 33. Because it came out to 84 or 33. Right. But it's not an investigation, you understand? It's a scam. Right. No matter how they try to present an investigation. No, I believe that woman that worked for Facebook, that was Jonathan Luna's girlfriend, if she still works there, right, would be the most likely person to kill Jonathan Luna. because she had access. And believe you me, based upon who I know she is in life now, who I believe she is, and how she is, and what other people had said to me after the fact, I believe she has no emotion, really. Like, she's fake. Absolutely fake. Right. And of course, social media hiding her says she's fake. Well, because we know that Facebook is sexualizing people. So she's part of it. Right. No, there's no sexual test. Here's an example. Let's say it is a sexual test. Every time a cop wills a person to offend while presenting something, that person loses the capability to fight that, whether they're present or not present.
Right.
It's demons that they use to do that. I just walked right into my freaking apartment and stole it. The cop's not going to do anything here. Right. If anything, they'll say, I must have misplaced it. Because I'm not going to give them the benefit of walking in and saying, I must have misplaced it. Oh, the cops here are corrupt. The entire state of Kansas is shit. It's Antichrist, it's beast. I'm not hypersensitive to sin or anything. Right. I actually believe in forgiveness. But what they do here in Kansas cannot be forgiven. Their families will go to hell en masse. The scriptures actually tell you, if you do something terrible, your mother, your father will go to hell with you. In fact, the moment you commit that act, Hashem has said your parents get ripped out of heaven and sent to hell if they made it into heaven. It's in the scripture. Your mother goes to hell with you, but I'll tell you, your mother and your father go to hell with you. And if you commit that act and they made it to heaven, they'll get ripped out of heaven and sent to hell. New scripture here. Because it's that serious.
100%.
You want to walk around as devils and psychological operators? No, I won't say her name. You all know her name. You wrote it several times. Right. She is the most likely murderer of Jonathan from arrest. She's definitely a sex offender. I'll tell you that. There's nobody else that in the Marshal Service, in the FBI, I believe could pull it off. I think John would almost let her kill him. You're not, all of you. I don't care who you put up to it. You're the boss, all of you. CIA's the boss. FBI's the boss. Right. Mistaken? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm mistaken. Oops. So I have this other wireless thing here. I'm using for now. I'd rip your head off, buddy. Whoever you are, I'd rip your fucking head off. I don't care if you're 7 foot tall, I'd rip your fucking head off. If I caught you in my apartment, I'd rip your fucking heads off. It takes a half a second to kill you. Every military person that's worth their salt knows how to do it. You're not going to cuck me. I just cuck you bitches. That's what this is, an attempt to get Satan power to cuck me. Right? I cursed one of your people right now. I mean, they're like, oh, we're getting him to move out. Fucking 69% mugginess? And you think somebody wants to stay here? If I was well left a year ago. All celebrating, trying to get their freak on. Nah, she's a slut. She's working for Facebook. We know they fuck the women that work there. We know they're all sluts. We know fucking the Facebook kid's a bullshit liar. They'll just faggot bitch me. I'm faggot bitch. Whoa. Faggot bitch at them. Whoa. No, now you ruled me enough to curse you back exactly the way you curse me that I have to do it. There is no detriment for me. You ruled it. I'm obeying your rules. I don't even have to use power to do it. Your own system has to power it. You're a faggot bitch, all of you. Whoa. Gay people don't have a problem with me doing that to you all. They know who you all are. Right. Well, if you want to return it to my apartment, I'll accept it back. But if you don't, the curses will increase based upon that law, financial loss. No, you're actually what's happening now because there's much to me. The Earth is stupid. It's the stupidest piece of shit whore that exists, right? But there's certain things that will flip the triggers. Financial loss, like walking in and stealing my stuff, will cause you to have an issue. Look, there are people dead that did this. It takes some years, right? The people they fired from the government, it's not every one of them, but a good portion of them did this kind of shit. I agree. Some don't have the retirement like I received. Correct. The whole thing was I would never work again in my life. You see what they're doing to me, right? Never work again in my life. No, I'm not a pedophile. They want me to be a pedophile. I've investigated them trying to make me a pedophile, right? No, it gave no indication that I would harm anybody or be a pedophile. They're full of shit. Like I said, I got drugged once, had reckless driving, and that was it, right? But I wasn't only drugged once. They were able to get me. Hashem says that my mind was able to rewire. So now when they drug me, I can fight that whole thing, right? Like a different part of my brain picks up. No, if you're in the federal government, go after them. If you're in the state government, go after them. If you know who it is, go harass them. Go give them tickets. Go pull them over. Because they rule we have to treat them the way they treat us. Go ahead and do it. You'll go up. They rule it. They rule it enough. I mean, they're stupid. They curse. They will me and force me via metaphysics and psychological torture to curse them back. I'll let it fly. I don't give a shit. They think it's funny to be cursed by an angel? Fine. I don't have a problem with it. Why would I have a problem with it after this many years? I'd be crazy not to have a problem with it. Right. In fact, they think I'm crazy for not shooting them. But that's not going to happen. Because I know how to wire things so I don't. Right. They got kids raped all the time. That woman who works at Facebook, I guarantee she drove somebody crazy that raped a child. I guarantee it. Probably like 20 or 30 children. But that's sick. And you came in, crocodile, just, a victim. Jack Purcell would be, I don't know if he had opportunity, but Jack Purcell, he had opportunity, I guess, but Jack Purcell would be less of a right? But he looked like a piece of shit, right? Vindictive piece of shit, right? No, I'm the only guy with actually an alibi. Or one of the few people with an alibi. Right. Thanks, Larry. But Cameron was possible. Karen Shelton possible. Right. Karen Shelton and that girl at Facebook has the same mental state. Of course, the woman at Facebook looked a little better. She had, I'm sure she's had plastic surgery and shit. Right. Well, we know she's had sex with somebody over there. She went and got a job. Bullshit. She get a job without sex. Bullshit. Facebook's just a bunch of whores, a bunch of drug using whores, and that's the other point. She works in the FBI, and then she goes over there and works with fucking drug using whores. Who knows how many times they look past some sort of big narcotics deal where she works. Zuckerberg's a faggot bitch himself, trying to faggot bitch people in the community with his operators. He's fake. It's all a fake persona. Next you know, he's going to tell us where the Antichrist is and the Antichrist isn't. Right. Now, Eli might just up and die, I tell you the truth. Unless he decides to go in a different direction. I'm sure God will take him. Right. Now, Elon stole my show, too. Right. So, of course. I'll sue the fuck out of Pennsylvania. This is it last time. When I get to Pennsylvania, if I detect harassment, I'll sue you all. And if you're going to know how long it's been done and what the tumbled times that they did it was. Daily operation, how many days up to, you'll find even the bullshit number will make you freak out. Right. It's 35 years. It's actually 365 days a year, and no, I'm not a prolific pedophile. But that's what they want to put on it. Because it's the only way to do it. Right. Not even a minor pedophile. Actually, not even a pedophile. Because what I have to do is like, well, what are they going to use with that statement? Oh, see, he admitted to being pedophile. He's just not a major one. I actually have to counter for their fucking fraud when I speak. Right. Thanks, Larry. Well, if you don't want to hear fucking, then don't do it. Because fucking's a power word. Fuck you. Fuck your families. Power word. Just go for your son of a bitch. Unson of a bitch. Whoa. Thank you, Larry. No, I have to use those words. It's the only power words that work. Right. I don't have a problem with it. I have a problem with language. I don't have a problem with anything. You have a problem with it? Good. Go to hell. You just said fuck you to me. You really did. You had projected. Right. Now I did it for 35 years. They're sick people. Fucked off my wife, fucked off my kids. Right. And never mind, this isn't the appropriate response. It's all bullshit. Because I go, well, if he just used to say something different, this wouldn't happen. And then, like, if I say nothing, well, see, we're not doing anything. He's not saying anything. No, I'll sue the fuck out of you. That's but this, believe me, I'll make it so there's a physical something going on where you do something and I fucking sue you. I'll use magic to. In fact, I curse every last one of you here with magic of God to fuck up. So somebody can sue you, so I can sue you, so you go to hell. So you get thrown in prison. Whoa! Now I changed my modus operandi of cursing. And of course, oh, modus operandi, that means it's a crime. Well, it's not a crime now. I move my magic to make it not a crime. Whoa! Thanks for the cue there. No, you disrupted. It's disruption technology. They're disrupting my move. They disrupted it. They'll fuck off in hell. And so were their parents, so their grandparents. 20 generations backwards, 20 generations forwards, 20 generations sideways. Fucked off in hell. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Arr. Israel can't cancel it. It's nobody. Whoa. Israel owes me. Right. See, that's why they stopped, because I did that last time. I'm not a devil. You're the devil. Act out any of your religions. Remember, you're causing people to have need for charity. You're causing people to get raped. You're causing people to be murdered. And you're in religion? What a bunch of fucks. They're called fuckheads and should be treated. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Arr. Whoa. Now, see, only certain people are hearing me, right? Right. If I became that person that took out that church, all of a sudden you'd see everything. Right. They're the one, and whoever just came on new, that's what you're in. Don't take part in it because you'll go to hell for it. Right. See. Thank you, Larry. Yeah, Elon Musk's part of it. Zuckerberg's part of it. John Luna's girlfriend's part of it. It's not about me. It's about them, actually. Right. No, that's what they're doing. They harass that person until they freak out, and then you can't, like, police officers and law enforcement can't see it. Right. Until it's too late. Agreed, Larry. And then they open it all up and go, oh, look. Well, they're actually cursing the trans people to violence, so now they want to take their guns. Right. Yeah, I won't be part of it, because they'll get you. You'll be beholden to criminals. And next thing you know, you'll be getting kids raped and everything with psychological operation. Right. And then they'll go, well, it's not our fault because we didn't commit the rape. Like, you see it in the news, kind of, but they don't go that far. Right. Thank you much. Well, where they try to try to indicate where they're not responsible for something that's occurring because they're not the one that committed the crime, but yet they caused the crime. Right. Kind of like with Israel. I don't support Hamas, but right. There's a whole plan that I had for peace. Again, that is actually gone. I can't even find it. It was on Facebook from like 2008 to 2010. Right. Or maybe even later, like 2011. But nah, they didn't have to go into my apartment like that. I'll go to hell. Now, if you want to return it, go ahead and return it. Will I lift all the curses? No, that's not going to happen. But again, like I tell you, the less you do, the less likely the hell will increase. God could choose to reverse it. That's a decision God's going to make. Remember, God told me not to remove the curses now. He said, never remove the curses again. I'm here. You've always given it to me. I decide when it gets applied and not applied, so it doesn't matter. Right. 100%. Yeah, they terrorize people and they have face beat. Now, the weirdest one is the El Paso shooting. They were able to get that. That guy was most likely harassed in his local Walmart and local Walmarts. And they got him to go to El Paso and commit the act. Because generally, when the shooting happens in a Walmart, that's usually the offending Walmart. Right? And Walmart security's like, remember in the 70s, it's the weirdest thing because I couldn't see. I didn't know about seeing and all that. But in the 70s, it was always like this corporate entity that was the evil. Right. I mean, it was prophecy. Right. The corporate security was always evil, like in the telemovies. Right. 70s, 80s. Right. They did my wife, they did me for Walmart. Right. No, like you go in there and people shoplift, who do you think's willing it up? Did you ever hear the term willing it up? It's real. It's like magic. It's like a willpower that person commits that. So they sit on those cameras all day getting their jollies off, forcing people into crime, forcing people to act out violently. Right? Every once in a while it gets them and walk into the Walmart. Not that I'm saying people should do it. Right? Oh my God. That's how you read the news. That's what's actually happening. Now, there are some cases where it's just metaphysical possession. There's no other thing going on. But that possession even comes from these people. But that's like the billionaire devil power. Like, I can just think it and it happens. That's what they're striving for. So that's why you see the wealth increasing and the wealth decreasing. Because the haves now have that much more than the have-nots. And what they're trying to do is to, with a thought, kill somebody. That's what the billionaires want in this world. I don't think Bezos is that bad, but he's part of the system, or he wouldn't have anything. Right? No, nobody makes that money. Nobody makes money. Right? So there's certain cops that are going to be told to give me a ticket any chance they get, and they're getting, get something. But the other cops are like, okay, slow down. There's a contract. We'll give you a ticket now. Actually, they said we have to do it. It's not really funny, Larry. I go, slow down. Watch this speak. And somebody says that there is a contract to give you a ticket. Right? Nah, it's all fake people, man. These people like cooperated with murders in their workplace, psychological murders and all that. And they're not ruling people. That's a scam, man. Because if you rule somebody, they go the direction of the rule. Generally, right? Like a church. When I woke up, God told me this. He said, my religions will cause people that are in that religion to meet the requirements of the religion. If within a religion, this is the secret of religions. If within a religion, somebody's not meeting the requirements of the religion, it's the people around that person that have allowed Satan in to cause the other person to have an issue. I mean, we know that people. Like the woman that works for Facebook, she's that way. She gets off on other people having problems, and other people having sex crimes and things like that. Right? She's not healing sex crimes. She's actually causing. So if you go into a religion, there's those type of people also. So, like the average person thinks, like everybody else thinks, oh, this person, that person, right? But it's not. It's the other people. Because religion itself carries the capability to meet the requirements. Like I was in the church. Those people were willing me to sin. They were actually willing me to violence. They wanted to shoot me. I'm paranoid. This is what churches are. They want to shoot the deep state victim. Now they'll tell you, well, we're conservatives, we're not deep state. That's bullshit. The whole idea that conservatives aren't deep state is bullshit. The whole idea where conservatives don't have cancel culture is bullshit. Right? Actually, I don't know why the Democrats. It's actually a psychological operation where the Democrats now don't want to talk about it. But yeah, you just say, what are you talking about cancel culture? The Republicans have cancel culture. I'm for honesty. I'm not a political crony. Like, the only people that have party allegiance are Soviets, right? I'm not a partyist. George Washington didn't even like parties, right? Thank you, Larry. So if I was a Democrat, I'd be like, what are you talking about cancel culture? You're some of the biggest cancel culture people on the planet. All right. Nobody's actually born that way. Nobody. You're actually a result of your environment. A byproduct of your environment, but that's actually the metaphysical environment. Because what they'll say is, well, I've been around this, and I never gave into this. I never gave into that. That's bullshit. You're probably the one willing everybody else to give into it. So you can point at them, right? Yeah. That's how religions are. Is this Popo? Oh, it's not Popo. Who is that? Expert carpet installation. But you know what? They're driving Explorers, and there's two of them back to back. Maybe deep staters, right? I need to go see who they are. I'm going to forget. Okay. What they do is they'll get an Explorer, like a cop car. They won't present themselves as law enforcement, but yet they're the KKK enforcement, and the cops let them, like this guy, like these two vehicles here, one's got writing on it. It's not a cop vehicle, but if somebody's being harassed by cops, the psychology will make them think it's like there's a connection, right? So what they'll do is when these people start harassing people in their Explorers, right, the cops will stalk that person for a day or two, right, and then let those people stalk. It might be a black person living in, Olathe that they want gone, simply because they're black. Now, Facebook psychologically tortured me with messaging that nobody else saw. I know that for a fact. But there may have been direct energy along with it. I can't investigate that. Obviously, the CIA and FBI won't investigate it either, right? I mean, yeah, we can sit there and talk about their findings, but they're bullshit, right? Hey, if direct energy helps cover up their crimes, more power to it, right? I'm sure that's how they feel, right? So you want to have a reception party for me in Altoona if that's where I end up? That's fine. I'll fuck them off the first time I see them too, right? If cops want to get out of their car like a mensch instead of a mashugana and shake hands with me and say, "I do want to help you in the march, sure, your President Garth Spencer, a veteran, have a good life here. I hope everything works for you." Then maybe you'll get a blessing. I'm prepared to curse all of you. I'll curse the Governor Josh himself if he doesn't stop you. I'm serious. I'm empowered and given a position on this planet to do this. I don't give a shit who any of you are. You're fucking nobodies who gave in to Satan, to enriching yourselves and to cover over your own crimes. And then you call it law enforcement and everything fucking else that's supposed to be good, including church.